Man, you know what's going on? You chopping up with DJ Joy Podcast.
What it do? This your girl, Callie V, and I'm chopping it up with DJ George.
Yeah, y'all. All that shouting, man. What's poppin', y'all? This King Giant checking in, man, with DJ George, man, with Chop It Up Podcast.
What's up, man? It's your boy Diego the Great checking in right here on Chopping It Up Podcast with comedian DJ
It's
Joy.
your boy Dollar Bill G5, man, and every time I'm chopping it up, I chop it up with DJ George. Yeah.
Chopping It Up Podcast.
Y'all listening to Chop It Up with DJ George.
It's your boy Jungle Baby, and you're chopping it up with the Chopping It Up Podcast show.
This one for the gangsters and the real. 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 Better get your mind right.
Goddamn, boy, you ain't chopping it up with DJ George?
Hey, chopping it up, man. Welcome back to another episode of Chopping It Up. You feel me? Welcome back, man. I'm so super excited today. I have a new guest, man. This is my first time meeting her, but I have heard she has been doing a lot of major moves on her thing that she do. I ain't gonna tell you the secret of what she do. I'm gonna let her tell you. But today we sitting down with the beautiful, young, talented Amira C. Y'all give it up for her, man. Yeah, what's up? What's up with you? So tell us about you. Tell us first, before we get into what you do, tell us where you from. You from Montgomery? Where you from?
I'm born in Ozark, Alabama. Raised in Montgomery, Alabama.
Okay.
But I did want to kind of correct you.
Okay, go ahead,
Your
baby.
name right. Amira C.
Amira C. I tried to say it fast and shit.
Yeah.
I tried to say it fast. Amira C. You feel me? It almost sounds like conspiracy. You feel me?
You got it though. You got it.
Okay.
But raised in Montgomery, still here. I went to Alabama State University, graduated from the communications program and recording industry, and I currently attend Faulkner University, their law school called Jones School of Law. I'm in my second year of that.
Oh, you in school right now?
Yeah.
For law?
Yeah.
Man, we need you. We need you for real.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on out of there. I got one more year to go, so we gonna see how I go.
You gonna get out of there. You said that like, I got one more year to go. I might not get up out there, bitch.
I'm trucking it.
So what you studying for?
So I'm just studying general law so that I can pass the bar, but my career goal is to become an entertainment attorney. With a specialty in music. So
see, we need you in Montgomery. You feel what I'm saying? Because these niggas don't know nothing about no business. They don't know nothing about no business, man.
They don't.
So what made you want to go to school and be, you know what I mean, a business attorney? Or a law or a music attorney? What made you want to, you know what I mean?
Well, from childhood, I always wanted to be in entertainment. At first, I thought I wanted to be an entertainer. So I thought I could sing. I used to write.
Hold on, what you mean you thought you could sing and shit,
I
right?
used to sing
Who the
a
fuck
little
told you, hey, bitch, you can't sing, you can't do Who the hell told you that? Like, you feel me? What, like your homegirl or?
No, people really thought I could sing. I mean, I say that because
I'm gonna make you sing now. You feel me? If you, because you know somebody could have lied. You feel what I'm saying? You know, folks will kill dreams. Hey, man, you don't need to be doing no good stuff. You don't need to be a truck driver.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I say that because I didn't really want to sing. I just was kind of thrown into it. Me and my brother, he go by Dewan. He's a very well-known dancer here in Montgomery now.
And your brother, what's your brother name?
Dewan.
Dewan, he be dancing like this.
Yeah, he a dancer, yeah.
Okay.
So, me and him, when we were little, we used to sing, we used to write music, we used to dance together and things like that. So I always thought I wanted to be an entertainer and be on stage. But then once I got older, I realized that that's not my lane.
That ain't your lane. Why you feel like that? You more behind the scenes, probably.
I'm a lazy person, and so I didn't want to actually have to practice and perform. Like, that was a lot on me. I didn't want to have to do physical labor. So I decided to be behind the scenes.
Okay.
And that's kind of where I found home, behind the scenes, doing things. Like, I would rather see someone else have success as an entertainer when I had a hand in it than myself. So, that's why.
That's dope. So you in school to be an entertainment lawyer. you have a management company, right?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so the full
Speak
name,
to the mic. Let us hear you. Get to y'all. There you go.
The full name of the company is called the Big Omega Management League, but I call it Bomb League for short.
Okay.
And basically what we do is we are a management and administrative company. But we're a little different. So we're not like a traditional management company where we have the artist a personal manager and they do the day-to-day things. What we do is most of our services are a la carte. So artists would come to me. They'll say, hey, I need this done. I'll do it for them for whatever price I charge.
Right.
And then we'll get it done. So it's not like I'm not attached to them,
Hold on, let me take this off. This sound like you just said. The artist called you and say, hey, look, I need help with this.
Yeah.
And you assist the artist.
Right.
Man, I know I was hearing that right. I heard it through the headphones.
Yeah.
Listen, so that's dope. So, like, what's some of the things that they can, like, ask for assistance with?
Yeah, so some of the things is if they need their LLC, I do business formation. So if they need their LLC done, I can help them register the LLC with the Secretary of State.
Okay.
Get them an EIN number, get them set up with their articles of organization, do
Okay.
a business plan for them. If they want to get into doing a publishing company, I can help them set up their publishing company just so they can be set up to be able to operate their music career without having a label behind them.
Yeah. Oh, so you getting them ready for the next level.
Yeah, exactly.
Showing them how to get their paperwork together and have all this. Okay.
Yeah, and then so I also do contract drafting. So if they need a contract drafted up, I can do that.
Yeah, because them niggas don't have no contract.
Yeah.
They just want all their money on cash out. You feel?
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, and then also contract review. So if they're presented with a contract from someone else, like say if they're presented with a contract from a label or anyone else, I can review it, let them know kind of like, okay, this is what they're saying, because a lot of the contracts they use legalese that people don't really understand.
Yeah.
So I can just kind of break it down, let them know that this is what you would be getting yourself into if you were to sign it.
Man, y'all give it up for it, man. Give it up for it, man. God damn it.
Yeah.
Man, we've been needing you.
Oh yeah,
We've been needing you. Like is it other like you in Montgomery?
Not that I am aware of. From what I know, I'm the only one doing what I'm doing.
Yes, man. Because I've been in Montgomery for a long time, and I come from a former group of small time ballers back in the day, and Deuce Comrades, and I watched them, Dirty Boys, and all that. And they had some pretty good deals, but they just really didn't have nobody to really just in their corner that can really go over it before we pay the, entertainment lawyer. We need somebody to read over this shit before we get to this nigga, because this nigga might be tricking us too.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Exactly.
So we ain't had it, and I think Montgomery lacked the business.
They do.
We have the talent,
so
we have the
much
sound, we got the talent, we got the sound.
Yeah.
We got the image, but we lack the business.
Yep.
And the investment in the business.
Oh yeah. And I always say, like, the music business is 10% talent, 90% business. Like, you really got to know what's going on so you won't get screwed. You out here doing it. So.
And you provide all this service for these stanky little boys in here.
Yeah.
And they don't even know it. Man, y'all give it up for it one more time. You right here under our nose and we ain't see this. You feel me?
I've been here the whole time.
I could have been working with you.
Yeah, I know.
I do my own contract. I've been kind of like managing myself for quite some time. You feel what I'm saying?
And sometimes you need help so that you can focus on your art.
Yeah, I just want to focus on the talent.
Yeah.
So how long you been doing this?
Well, I started out doing what I'm doing while I was at Alabama State since 2016.
ASU, give that ASU. ASU. I knew you had to go to HBCU.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it.
Oh yeah. So I started back then I had my company called Up Next Management. But after I graduated from Alabama State in 2019, my grandfather passed in he actually passed in 2019. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thank you.
R.I.P. Granddad. Shout out to Granddad.
So his nickname was Big O. For Otis.
For real?
And so I named the company that I have now after him, the Big Omega. And so I started the company that I have now in 2020. So technically, I've been doing what I've been doing since 2016. I'm not good at math, so however many years that is. Yeah. But I've had the company I have now since 2020.
For real? And how old are you?
I am 25.
Man, 25 motherfucking business on a black woman. Name this shit out there. Granddaddy, Big O. Yeah. Big O from Montgomery. Your granddaddy from Montgomery?
He's not from Montgomery, but we've been here for a while. So
Okay. So he inspired you. Like, was he in the business, in the music business, or anything? He was an artist.
He was not in the music business. He wasn't an artist, but he was very musically inclined, and he put me on to a lot of music, like a lot of different genres. He loved like rock music. He loved blues, old school R&B. He even put me on to a lot of rap music that I didn't know about. So. He was very much a musical influence in my life. He could play the piano. He wasn't an official artist, but he could play piano and guitar.
He loved that music.
Yeah, he loved music, yes.
Yeah, so you've been doing this since 2016. Mm-hmm. Have you managed any artists?
Yeah, so... Back in Alabama State, I used to manage a few of students that were there, and so we would do just like local shows, and I would just help them with their paperwork part of it, their business part of it, and then we might put out a few songs, but it wasn't anything on a big level. And so my first ever artist her name was V Serrano. She was a alternative R&B artist. Okay. So she was kind of in that lane of like, well, SZA kind of switched up, but old SZA and FKA Twigs, she was kind of in that lane. And so I worked with her very well. And then I had another student artist. His name was Slim West. He was a rapper. He kind of was very like a conscious type of rapper, kind of like J. Cole.
Yeah, like a J. Cole.
Yeah,
like
make
it think and shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga,
so
I need to cut this shit off and clean up my room. Like, shit, that nigga made me think about I need to do right.
Yeah. So he was pretty good. But of course, after school and everything, and people part ways and everything, so I don't work with those artists anymore.
But it sounds like you kind of prep them up. Like if you was a at-home teacher to prep them up for college or prep them up for the next level.
Exactly.
So that's good, like a high school coach. You prep them up for college. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I didn't even think about it. That's exactly what's going on.
Because you training them like to show them what they can expect and what they can look for in the business. Going into it, showing them how to read contracts and showing them how to put this in your contract so you can get them wings at the show. You feel me? You know. And you got to put that rider in there. You feel me? Showing them how to do all that type shit. So I see what you're doing and I like what you're doing. I thought have you managed YB Skate?
Not in an official capacity, but I do work with.
She hear some intelligent shit on me. Not in what? Say that again. Not in what?
An official capacity.
Y'all
so
give it up for talking all smart and shit. Saying this real law firm shit. ASU, boy. I love ASU.
But yeah, so me and him were never like under contract for me as a manager, but I definitely worked with him like he would be one of those artists that would come to me and say, hey, I need help with this real quick. Can you do this for me? So I definitely worked closely with him. I also currently work with So Icy Fam. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah, I heard of So Icy Fam.
So he's actually one of my main clients that I have right now, just helping him to make sure that he's getting the money that he deserves. Because, so that's another thing that I do. Some of the services that I offer is just making sure that the artists can collect the money that they know that they deserve. Like if they're getting like the views and the the streams, the downloads and everything, but they're not seeing any money, it's likely because they're not claiming those songs on the sites that they need to claim them on.
For real?
Yeah.
So they just loading the shit up.
Yeah.
And it's over here. Stacking up money.
Yeah.
And your ass ain't claimed it.
But you're not claiming that money, so you're leaving money on the table.
She just dropped some game on y'all Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's 4 big sites that I always tell independent artists, especially because usually if you have a label behind you, they should be doing this. But if you're an independent artist, there's 4 big sites that you really need to.
Y'all listen up now. She dropping some game.
Yeah.
The 4 big sites. Give them the 4 big sites now.
So the 4 big sites are copyright, making sure that you're registering your copyright with the Library of Congress on copyright.gov. The next one is Sound Exchange. That takes care of your sound recording part of the song. The next one is the MLC, which is your mechanical licensing collective. And so that takes care of your mechanical royalties. And then the next one is either BMI or ASCAP. That's your
I like ASCAP. I like ASCAP.
You like ASCAP?
Yeah,
I don't really find too many people that use ASCAP.
I fuck with ASCAP. Like, that was out when we first was in it. Yeah, my brother fuck with ASCAP, and they do a lot of great shit. I fuck with ASCAP.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I usually tell my clients, I can't really tell them what to do, but I usually recommend BMI.
Why do you recommend BMI?
To me, it's a lot easier to use. I don't know if that, as a layperson that's an artist that just needs to know how to claim their music, BMI is just a lot easier to me. Yeah. For them to navigate on their own. But that's just me. But they both are really great.
Okay.
So that's the 4 sites.
Those are the 4 sites. She just gave y'all some game, man.
Oh, yeah.
So do you think it's harder for an independent artist versus an artist that is operated by the label?
I do. I do think it's a little bit, I wouldn't even say harder, but I would say it's more challenging. It requires a lot more work and due diligence for an independent artist than it would an artist that's backed by a label, because the independent artist, like, you're literally doing this on your own. Yeah,
they be saying they're independent artists, but we want other folks to pay for their shit. But go ahead.
Yeah, you doing this on your own.
On your own.
You have to be responsible for marketing yourself correctly. You have to be responsible for making sure that you're claiming your music on those sites that I was just saying. You have to be responsible for investing in yourself and putting the money behind you. And so it's a lot more challenging, but I would say that being an independent artist is a lot more rewarding at the end of the day. Yeah. So once you do find your niche and your groove as an independent artist, and you start rolling in money, all that money that you're rolling in is yours. You won't have to worry about trying to pay nobody back.
And I think that's the fun part about it is like building something and seeing it operate and start running and rolling. Yes. And you feel good, like, I remember I was in that room where I said this shit was gonna pop. I think that's the bad part. You feel me? I don't think I just want to jump in some shit already moving. Yeah. And I'll be like, okay, we going this way, okay. And you don't really know what the fuck. You don't know where to fit in. You don't know if it break down, how to put it back to keep it rolling. Because shit, the ride already made, you just set your ass in. You feel me? So I like the independent road all the way up until like a label wants me or
exactly.
And I learned a lot of shit now. So, bitch, it's easy for the label to come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's exactly what I push to my clients is like staying independent, learning the business, doing your due diligence, and then so when a record label does approach you and they want you, you really don't need them. Yeah. You can have more negotiation power to be able to say, okay, well, I deserve a lot more than what you guys may be offering me. And then you can also negotiate for yourself to get a lot more money out of the deal or a lot more reward out of the deal. If you were to, kind of do your own thing and build yourself up. Because, these labels, they could easily find someone that has the talent or has the following and just, excuse my language, they can fuck them off real quick. Yeah. Like, because they don't know nothing. Yeah. And they don't have nothing of their own. So that's why I always tell my clients, like, make sure you got your own, make sure you doing what you're supposed to do. And that way when a label approaches you, you can really, bargain for yourself.
Hold your shit down. So recently I was talking to a few guys, and we brought up a conversation about I forgot the producer name. He made a beat with 50 Cent a while back, right? And they was trying to offer him money. And 50 Cent told him to take the other kind of deal. So the first deal, they was trying to offer him like $80,000 for the beat or whatever. And then the second part of the deal, either you can do that or he had a part of the deal where he can take $30,000
up front,
and $30,000 up front, and he owned 1% of the song.
Okay.
And 50 Cent told him to take the 1%. You feel me?
Yeah.
What kind of situation do artists, what kind of situations do labels call that when they put the producer in a situation to where they put upfront money versus a little, you know what I mean, little money, then you get a big chunk from the percentage of a song because it's probably going to blow.
Right, yeah.
So why do labels put artists in those type of situations?
You know, it's a great question. I wouldn't even know why they would do it. But I do think that it depends on the producer. It depends on the song, whether or not the song is gonna blow or not. And then it could also depend on whether or not that artist actually has something going for themselves, or that producer. Because if I was that producer and I know I had my own thing going, I really didn't need the label, I would take the less amount up front and the 1%.
Yeah.
Because if the song does blow, you get a lot more money than what you would if you were to be bought out.
And the song actually blowed, and that 1% got them like $500,000.
Yeah. So it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
You pick up $500,000 5 years later or 3 years later. And that 1% is still going because the song is still out. So, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You would have took them 80 and been out of here. You feel me? And that's what the label do. They try to dangle the upfront money. Take this motherfucking upfront money.
Because it sounds real good.
And keeps the real money behind. You feel what I'm saying?
It sounds real good. That $80,000 would sound real good to someone that probably don't know or that don't have nothing or, you know, just desperate. But for someone that really would understand the business, they would see that the second deal would make more sense.
Do you think artists need to learn the business before they drop a verse? Because some people just, like, they want to rap, but they don't think about, I got to be able to be a businessman. Now, I seen some rappers who can't really rap, but they great businessmen. They was businessmen first, and then they develop as a rapper later, but their business is, you know, like strong. So do you advise artists to learn the business first before they write a hook?
I wouldn't say learn the business before you write anything or before you record anything, but I would say learn it before you release it. Yeah. Like you can definitely, you know, stay in your creative space and continue to create music, but know what you're doing before you release it to the public. Because you can really just mess yourself up in the future if you don't know what's going on.
And you just pop that bitch out like, boy, I can't, boy, I know that bitch hard. I got to put this bitch out.
Yeah. If that song blow, like, you're going to be out of so much money if you don't know what's going on.
So do you just deal with rap? Do you deal with comedians? And do you deal with blues singers? Or,
so I deal with all genres of music.
All genres of music?
Yeah, so right now I have rappers, R&B artist, and I have a pop artist. But I do want to get into more genres like country, blues, even gospel, like, because the stuff that I'm doing for artists, it can be duplicated on every genre. So it's not really anything that's unique to a certain genre that I'm doing. Because everybody, whether you're a gospel artist, country artist, pop artist, blues artist, you're going to need this stuff regardless. So I am looking for more clients than other.
Y'all here, she looking for more clients. If you lack the knowledge, this way you can seek and find it. You feel what I'm saying?
And now, so I technically do my niche is music, but other forms of entertainment, I am open to, learning and doing.
Because if them rappers don't want you can come over here with the comedians. And, and sign some of these movie contracts. Look over these movie contracts. Because we need you over here too now. Just don't be over there with them rap niggas and get them NBA young boys and shit. Come over here. Come over here with some Kevin Harts and some Mike Epps and all that type shit. Because we need that in the city.
I can definitely, I'm sure I could negotiate or review a contract that's for a comedian. It kind of all goes hand in hand. But I also do work with a film producer as well. I didn't say I forgot about him, but I do work with him. He goes by Cinejack. I don't know if y'all heard.
Cinejack?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just had the face like I did.
Oh, yeah, you did. I
had to fuck you up.
But Rod J, and he produces film, so he has a movie out now. It's on Tubi now. It's called Iron Rule. And then he has a show called Stay Dead. It's like a zombie show.
For real?
Yeah. So
so you need to hook me up. That would it sound like. Yes. Y'all just seen the puppet. She just hooked me up with. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I got no for real. Yeah, because he's always looking for actors to act in his stuff. So so he got the movie out on Tubi. So I kind of help him out with his contracts and dealing with all the actors and actresses that he has right now.
So what you think about Tubi?
I love Tubi.
I fuck with Tubi.
I fuck with
it. But
it's hilarious now.
That's why I fuck with it. It's like nigga die like, you ain't gonna kill me. Nigga, I told you I ain't dead.
It is hilarious.
I'ma die like this. Like they die on the wall. Like
yes, like
folks be like, Reggie, is you dead? Yeah, I died. I died. But go get the killer, die again. Like I love Tubi. It's funny. It's hilarious.
Funny. Like it is hilarious. But I love it also because it's a platform for independent music producers to get out there too. So yeah, and people be making money off of Tubi, like
that too. And then it's like they can learn from their mistakes by putting it out and hearing the criticism, or like hearing, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think I like it because it gives a platform for a lot of producers and filmmakers who just ain't getting the big shots.
Right.
You know what I
mean? Exactly.
Yeah. So you doing the entertainment. Mm-hmm. All right. You say you finna start doing comedians and actors, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we need you over here and shit, man. Mm-hmm. So what is your goal that you're trying to reach by helping and assisting people with this entertainment business?
My goal, I would say it was more of a short-term goal because I see that it happening soon. But just to, when it comes to local artists and local producers and things like that in Montgomery area, I definitely want to see Montgomery stand up, and get their shit together. Yeah. And I want to definitely be a part of that. Because like we said before, we have talent here and we have real gems and jewels here. Yeah. But it's just about knowing what we're gonna do with that. And I think one of my main goals is to help Montgomery specifically get to a point where we can almost, I don't really like comparing, but almost get to a point of in Atlanta or New York or something like that.
Ain't nothing wrong with comparing because, you got to compare to something to rise up and see where you want to have yourself at. So that's what I would say my main goal is. But also, I really get pure enjoyment when I get clients that I've genuinely helped to. Yeah. And when clients tell me hey, I just got this check, I didn't stuff like that where I help them set up to get the stuff. Yeah, because you can goddamn do this thing, learn this shit, and go on to Atlanta or Houston. Yeah. And take off in this shit. You feel me? But you want to stay home and make home more knowledgeable. Yeah. So we can get this spotlight here and take this shit home. I like that. I like that. So tell us how we can get in contact with you, man, and get some of this good management and help us read over these contracts, man. Tell them how to get in touch with you, Shawty.
Yeah, so if you are in need of help, you can actually just text me at 334.
Your direct line?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, man, get this direct line, y'all. You feel me? She giving you the direct line. You feel me?
Text me if you need
help. Bullshit. Go ahead.
Yeah, don't be, because don't be texting me on no crazy stuff. But if you really need help, if you're an independent artist, or even if you're a producer, or even if you are an aspiring industry professional, if you want a manager, anything like that, you could text me at 334-306-2402.
Say it in the mic so they can hear that number one more time.
334-306-2402. And just text me with your name and let me know what you need, and we can schedule a consultation and get you going. But if you just want to kind of keep get updates of what we're doing in the company, you can follow us on Instagram at BOMLEAGUE.LLC. That's BombLeague.LLC on Instagram. Or on Facebook, you can do the Big Omega Management League. Yeah. Or if you want to email me, you can email me at bombleague.llc@gmail. So, yeah.
Perfect, man. Man, thank you for coming out and putting some game on us. You feel what I'm saying? Dropping some game on us. But I got a couple questions. What do you consider a bad deal? What do you consider a bad deal by an artist?
A bad deal for an artist would be where they don't own their creative works and they don't get the money that they deserve out of it. So whatever that would be, because I mean it really depends on the situation. It depends on the artist. It depends on who's presenting them with that deal. But I think any bad deal, if they're not owning what they create and if they're not getting a livable and workable amount of money out of it, then it's not a good deal.
Could you, like, if a label giving you this amount of upfront bonus money, can you give that money back to the label and put it into a percentage to where you want to, like if a label gave me $150,000 or $250,000, I can take that money and give it back to the label and buy my percentage back, right? Or get higher percentage. How would that work if I wanted to do that? Because I heard somebody say they can do that. Like, hey, if they give you $500,000, you take that and give it back. You feel me? But that's all they said. So what can you do in that type of situation?
Because I don't know if it would be more of an act of giving it back, because you would just negotiate it beforehand, before they even give it to you. Just negotiate like, hey, I would rather take a lesser amount up front, because that's an advancement and you're going to pay that back anyway. But I would rather take a lesser amount up front and then work out your percentage there. But I believe it's something that can definitely be done. And but it would also have to, I keep saying it depends, but that's the the best answer, because it also depends on like the record label and what they're willing to do, because some record labels are just looking for people that are just going to be artists.
Just give me the money.
Yeah.
So you got to be damn near a negotiator coming in off the top.
You got to know what you're looking for coming in.
Okay.
But I think that's something that could be done, though. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you just answering my bullshit ass questions.
No,
I ain't no rapper, but I got a bunch of rappers and fan base that that rap, and I be wanting to ask the questions for them. Cause you never know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Record label might call you tomorrow. We got $350,000 for you. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you be like, oh shit, what to do? And I know what they need to do. They need to call you now.
Yeah. They need to
call you.
And I'll be able to help.
Okay. So man, tell them your Instagram one more time. Make sure they hear it, man. Make sure y'all tune in and follow her. You feel me? On this movement, man, because we need more black women.
Yes.
In the business who can speak up for these black men that's artists and all these, you feel me? And we need you. Because it ain't none of you in Montgomery.
It really
so
ain't.
we need you.
Of. Yeah.
We need you now.
Oh yeah. So my Instagram is bombleague.llc. So BOMLEAGUE.LLC. That's Instagram.
Okay. And I really appreciate you for coming out and hanging with me, shawty. You feel me?
You.
And dropping the game down on the city, man.
Fun. Yeah.
I had fun too. So look, all artists tune in, tap in, man. Shop with her, work with her, coexist with her. Cause hey, if you got any kind of question, this is the person to call. You feel me? It may be a little small constellation fee, but hey, it'll save you millions.
Oh yeah.
It gonna save you millions. I'm comedian DJ George, and I'm with
Amira C.
And we chopped it up on Chopping It Up Podcast, man. Peace.
Man, you know what's going on? You chopping up with DJ George Podcast.
What it do? This your girl Callie V, and I'm chopping it up with DJ George.
Yeah, y'all. All that shouting, man. What's poppin', y'all? It's King James checking in, man. With DJ George, man. With Chop It Up Podcast.
What's up, man? It's your boy Diego the Great checking in right here on Chopping It Up Podcast with comedian DJ George.
It's your boy Dollar Bill G5, man. And every time I'm chopping it up, I chop it up with DJ George. Yeah.
Chopping It Up Podcast.
Y'all listening to Chop It Up with DJ George.
It's your boy Jungle Baby, and you're chopping it up with the Chopping It Up Podcast Show.